What is up, dudes? Here is MGM-166. Today we're going to talk about T249, the newly introduced tank that's the update I've done it quite a few minutes ago. So we're gonna speak about the tank itself, about his abilities and how good it is. So it has 192 shells per clip, which it reloads in 50 seconds, and with a potential damage of 9,000 plus damage in a clip. The downside is that the penetration of the AP rounds is not so much. It is 150, something like this. But I really like the sound of it, you know. And you cannot shoot as much as you want to when, let's say, constantly, like with some others AVs. So when it hits up the gun, it has a cooling time of, I don't know, 2 seconds or 1 second, and a 15 seconds reload. You have an ability radar, which it has also a mix, and then 48 GAU, so it's not bad. Only difference between this one and GAU is that this one has just one type of a shooting style, and another one it isn't so much. Like the tier 10, you know, it's much higher, it's not like this. Mobility wise is very fast, it has 4 volleys. You need to upgrade the tank itself so you can see full potential of it. So it's not like Terminator, okay, you are stuck and so on, so it isn't. So 150 penetration with 32 with a round, which increases the damage, as I see right now. So it's not bad. Yeah, it's looking fine. It has a lot of gun elevation, as you see now. You can shoot UFOs and airplanes and so on, which is nice for special operations. Too bad they didn't introduce this tank when we were playing in chapter 1. The tank itself, it's quite maneuverable, you know. I really like it. It's not so fast, it isn't so steady, you know, it isn't so slow. Another thing it is with the gun, as I noticed right now. So I'm waiting to reload, and I'm gonna make a small test. So when I'm gonna say that I'm gonna hit the click on the mouse. Now I'm gonna go, and now I'm gonna remove it. So even though you shoot, let's say, a bit, you have to hold the mouse, like the click on the mouse, in order to shoot. You cannot do like with the normal gun. See, I'm clicking and you still haven't shoot any. But if I hold it, I don't know, the cooling time is very fast. It heats up the gun and it stops you from shooting. I'm gonna explain right now. So now I'm gonna aim, let's say, Terminator, yeah? This is the first clip. This is one clip. Second. Third. So the 4 clips. And fourth. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 clips in a loading. Too bad we didn't have 2 of them. So in one round, from 192 shells, we go with let's see, 144. We remain with 144, and as you can see on the screen, we have like a small 1 clip, 2 clips, 3 clips, 4. So it's not like fully constantly. It's you know, like on the loading side. But I really like that the damage output, it's not stable. It raises up, like you see, 150, 120. Gun depression this tank doesn't have, as you guys see. If you go on the side and you want to kill someone, yeah, it has. Look, it has. So here is the other tank, the M8 MGM-166. It's on the chassis of Buford, I think it is. Same chassis as Thunderbolt, as I notice here, or like VFM. Um, the model it is, well, it's basically not so tough of a tank, but it has 12 ATGMs, guys. So a bit of stats. It has 1000 penetration with 1000 damage, 6700 damage per minute, reloading time 1 minute, 60 seconds. It can be improved if you add, let's say, some certain equipment and commander skill, you know, and crew skill and so on. Hit points 2000, max speed of 75, view range of 400, so it needs some equipment so you can spot the enemy. Let's go ahead and give it a test drive. Mobility wise, it's basically like Buford or Thunderbolt or VFM, but let's check out the guns, guys. Wow, so you have to be with this tank stable, you cannot shoot on the move. Wow, guys, the sound of it, it's switching music. So it has 5-second cooldown between each shell, which is nice. It has 2 volleys, it has just one ability, override, doesn't help this tank, shouldn't have camo or something like this. It has some, I can see right now, like the reticle of, let's say this is my aiming circle and this is the tank's, you know. So the tank basically has no gun depression, if I'm not mistaken. The ATGMs are not guided, if I'm not mistaken. No, they cannot be. So they're like directly rockets, basically rockets. What was that? No idea. I'm gonna aim again. Now it goes. Okay, I don't know what was that. Too bad the cooling time is quite high. Like it was fine with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 5 seconds. That's quite a lot. Because let's say you shoot one shell at every 5 seconds and you have a 60 seconds reload. That's quite a lot. One tank like this tier reloads in 10, 8, 13, 15 seconds. So the moment you shoot one, you get one. So it's pretty equal when you're fighting an enemy that wants to kill you and you want to kill him. You 50-50. Only if he bombs a shell, it's fine. I don't want to know if this tank it's easy to fight against enemies. I'm gonna go now and let's check if the gun goes. So I'm waiting to reload. Let's do this. So the gun it's aiming up, I'm gonna aim down. So it goes. It's quite a nice sound. See? But the damage doesn't goes up to 1000, or it can do. So it's around 8, 700. I'm gonna now take a look at how the rockets go, guys. Wow. I go again. So it shakes the vehicle. Go again. Let's go again from the rear. See. That's nice animation. So if you have a good graphic, you can see some of these. You cannot shoot close range, so that sucks. Wow. So at the tier 10 it isn't so splendid. You can shoot targets, but only if you say, let's say, they are quite close to you. Let's check the penetration. So it's 1000 penetration with the fire bonus of 25%. It's not enough. This is a low SAT-chem ATGM. It's not one of those ATGMs that you find in Swing Fire or Terminator and so on. It's different. It's a long tank, like rocket killer or whatever you want to say, a tank killer. It's a TD, so kindly lags. The moment you have to be wise on how you split the shells and what tanks you aim. Kinda sucks a bit. I gotta admit this. Yeah. So I'm like in a 50-50 with this tank. I'm gonna see how he plays with it. He reminds me of Mephisto, which is very hard to play with. Mephisto, it isn't a tank for every player, so you need to be wisely when you do some movements and placings and positions on the map. I think the same strategy would be with this one also. The game it changes since you leave Terminator and you go to this line. Too bad the line's been split and you have to go separately from different tanks. But you know, it's still fine. It's still fine. We're gonna make it. Okay, dudes, this was everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this review and some small guides and tips about the tanks and opinions about the tanks. I'm gonna go now and make some money to buy the T249 and see you guys on the live stream or in the next video.